one of the things we mentioned earlier is the ability to tag times or days inside Time Hub. And the advantage of that is that you can report on them. So any date or time transaction that has been tagged will appear in one of our archive reports where you can go back and analyze the way those tags have been used. So there are a variety of tags which can be added either to a whole day by clicking on the blue line, choosing that particular tag. Now, some of these transact leave, and some of them are just notation tags. So you can put it in here. So, for example, AWOL is a notation tag where it's not actually transacting any units, whereas alternative leave is a transaction tag where I'm actually paying the employee for that leave. So your leave types are typically the ones that have units against them, whereas the approved overtime and some of the others are purely just way of indicating that something has happened on that particular day. So the list is quite extensive, but I'll just quickly run through it. So you can have the absent without leave, ACC first week, where you are transacting some payment for the employee who has not clocked in or out because they're on ACC first week. ACC second week, we typically don't transact anything because we're just noting it because the employee is absent and not being paid by the company. You have your alternative leave options, your approved overtime option, your bereavement leave options. And again, with all of the leaves, we've got full day and part day. You've got a didn't clock at all, didn't clock in, didn't clock out. And these are important so that you can see if there are any patterns in the future. Forgot to clock a lunch break. Obviously, the holiday pay ones, leave without pay. There's another one of tagging it depending on the situation. No lunch, public holiday not worked. Your sick leave ones, time off in lieu, and use the wrong cost code if you're doing the labour costing. Now, these are just some. We will be adding more of these over time, and we'll also be giving you the ability to go and add your own. But these are ways of tagging that something has happened during the week that you want to know about in future. And where you'll see that is A, it appears in the screen, B, it will appear on all of the reports. So if someone is checking the data and they can see that someone didn't clock in or they were AWOL, which is why there's no times against them. So it's useful if someone else is checking the data for you so they can get an understanding of what you've done and why, or why you haven't done something. The other way that is really useful is if you look at one of our reports, and we'll go in more depth into the reports in future videos, but in this one we'll just cover it because it's relevant to the tags. If I look at the daily report, the archived history report, I can come in here and filter it and say, right, I'm only interested in people who have had sick leave, and I'm interested in people who've had sick leave in the last 2 months. So if I look at that, I run that report, it will then show me all of the employees who've had sick leave during that period, um, where it's been tagged as a sick leave day here. It'll show me what day of the week it was, it'll show me who it was. So this is going to give me the chance to look for patterns. So if someone's always sick on a Monday, or they're always sick on a Friday, or they're always late on a Friday. So again, excuse me, I could look in here and say, right, I'm also interested in people who didn't clock in and didn't clock out. And I go and search that. And now I'm seeing all of the people who didn't clock in and didn't clock out. So again, I can see patterns. So there's a reason for them not doing something. Then we've got that day tagged. And if nothing else, it gives you the chance to have a conversation with the employee saying, here's an example where this person here on not consecutive, but on 2 Wednesdays, they've not clocked in. There's another one where we've got 2 Sundays where they've not clocked in. So you can have that conversation. Again, we've got 2 Thursdays. So where you can have the conversation with the employee and at least find out what's going on in their lives as to whether there's a reason why they're not clocking in. Is there something going on that you don't know about? So the tags are a really powerful tool and an easy way for you to record something against a day, in addition to being able to use the notes, which is more in depth. But the tag is a very quick way of doing that. So that's just done through the daily time screen. You go into any particular day and you tag the day with whatever you want to tag the day with.